I've been looking for a small portable guitar amplifier that I could use in situations where it's mostly acoustic guitar, mandolin, vocals, things like that. People getting together right here in this room, for example, where occasionally I do need to play some electric guitar. So I've been looking for a portable amp that would, play this role pretty well. And Nux just came out with the Mighty Space amplifier. And so let's take a look at that and see how well it works and how we would be able to set it up to do MIDI control. So here's the Nux Mighty Space amp. Looks like a typical kind of amp. You see it's got the typical amp controls: gain, volume, bass, middle, treble, presence, reverb, master. I'll just turn that master up just a little bit. The unique thing about the Nux Mighty Space is that it has wireless capability. So if I just press this input button and it goes red to indicate that it's looking for a transmitter, and I've got the transmitter right here. And so what I'm going to do is plug that transmitter into this very nice Telecaster, and then press and hold this button on the side, and you see the light goes green, and this light is also green, and we have sound. So let's first take a look at the 7 presets that I've set up and go through the different sounds that the Nux Mighty Space makes. And then we're going to take a look at how to do MIDI control so that we can turn blocks on and off without having to change patches. Okay, so let's just preview some of the tones. I'm using the Nux switch that can be used to either do preset up and down, or you can also plug it in another jack so that it can control the drum machine and the looper. So there's almost everything you need built into that tiny little amp. So let's go through a few of the patches. So there's my typical clean patch. That's that same clean patch that's using a Fender Deluxe amp, I believe, with a distortion unit turned on in front of it with just a light amount of distortion. A little more distortion. This is a clean chorus sound. This is a clean phaser sound. Leslie. And then finally a lead tone. And then back to the clean. But what I'd really like to be able to do is to be able to leave it on the clean patch and then be able to turn the distortion, the compressor, the delay, the chorus, and other effects on and off with a pedal or a switch, like a MIDI controller. So to do that, I have this iRig Blueboard that has 4 switches on it. The Blueboard has a mode where it will send 4 different CC messages, fixed CC messages. You can't reprogram them, but it will send CC messages. And the Nux has the ability to receive CC messages to control various things. Unfortunately, both the Nux and the Blueboard have fixed CC messages, so it's not possible to connect directly the Blueboard to the Mighty Space because it's the wrong CC messages. So we have to have some way of mapping the CC messages that are delivered by Blueboard to the CC messages that are expected by the Mighty Space to do whatever we want to do. So let me show you how to do that and how well it works. First, what I'm going to do is turn the Blueboard on, and it's coming up in the C mode, which is the mode that allows it to send 4 different CC messages. You can see the pairing light is on. I'm going to put this on the floor, and then I've got to pick the camera up and show how to do the mapping. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and look at this iPad app. I'm using an iPad instead of my iPhone because, of course, I'm using the iPhone to record this video. So what I'm going to do is start this MidiFire app, or the patch that I use to control the Nux Mighty Space. So what you have up at the top here is Blueboard coming in from the MIDI Blueboard, Bluetooth MIDI device, going through the translator that translates the CC messages coming from the Blueboard to the CC messages that are expected by Mighty Space. And you also see that I can send those same messages to 2 different devices, in this case the Mighty Plug Pro, because I liked the Nux so much I got a Mighty Plug Pro as well. And the same MIDI mappings will work with both devices. I also send that same MIDI output to the Blueboard lights. That sends MIDI messages back to the Blueboard to turn the appropriate light on and off. And so inside this translator, I not only have to translate the CC messages from one device to the other, but I also have to have variables in there to control the toggle state in order to be able to toggle the effects on and off, and to toggle the lights on and off. So I'll do an article on how this was set up, because it actually would be better to document this in a written document rather than on a YouTube video. Now you can see the Blueboard light is on. We are connected. There's my clean tone again. If I press the C button, there's my distortion. There's my compressor. Here's my chorus and delay. So there you have it. We have wireless Bluetooth MIDI control of Mighty Space's effect blocks, 4 of them in this case, using a pretty inexpensive Bluetooth MIDI controller. So this ended up being a very good solution. It's completely portable. I can put these things in a small bag and take them anywhere. It's battery operated, so I don't need to plug anything in. I don't have any wires. It's very convenient, and it sounds pretty good too.